Hi, in this video we are going to be discussing permalinks. You might be wondering, what is a permalink? Typically, if you are trying to access a website, you would go up to the URL address bar and copy and paste this link. When you're doing research, however, with library databases, you just can't do this. The links time out, so you'll need a permalink. These are permanent links that you can use to access the articles when you need to go back to them. Where to find them depends on which database you're using. I'm going to show you a few examples so that you can see what they look like. But remember to look around the article if you're using a database not shown here. Just look for something that says permalink, stable URL, or even URL. There is nothing more frustrating than grabbing a URL that times out, and when you go back to look at your research, you can't access any of it. You might even end up having to redo your research. So let's start with EBSCOhost. This is an article I found through EBSCOhost. To find the permalink, you go to the right column that says Tools and scroll down till you find Permalink. Click that and you'll see a permalink that appears here in the top middle of the screen. Then you can copy the whole link and paste it where you need. In the next example, we'll look at Proquest Central. Here you'll see their tools in the top right corner. If we click on all options, we'll see a link icon, and when you scroll over it, it says document URL. Right next to it is the link that you need. There is another way to find the permalink in Proquest. If we close out of this and go to the Abstract Details tab, we click on that and then scroll down, you'll see document URL towards the bottom of the page, and then you can copy and paste this and place it where you need. Either way to do this will provide you the permalink. In this next example of Jstor, you'll see some information on the left-hand side of the article, which is different than the two previous examples. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll see a stable URL and a remote access URL. I recommend you use the second, the remote access URL, because this will give you a direct login for NCC students and faculties once you want to access it again. Once you sign in, you'll have direct access. For the last example, we're going to look at issues and controversies. If you look here at the top, you'll see page tools. So if I click on it, which is what I have done in the past, I don't actually see any permalink listed. So for this, you have to scroll all the way to the bottom. If I scroll all the way to the bottom of this report, I'll see something that lists record URL, which is the permalink for this report. Remember that when you use a database not shown, that you can look for a link of some type, either at the bottom, the left, the right. It will say permalink, stable URL, record URL, or just URL. If you have any questions about permalinks, feel free to chat with a librarian by clicking on the orange button at the bottom of the library page that says Ask the Librarian, or email us at askthelibrarian@northampton.edu. Thank you for watching.